I've always known there was something off about my husband. Not in a small way. Not the way most people notice little quirks, but in a way that eats at the back of your mind, slowly, until it keeps you awake at night. Every night, like clockwork, he disappears. The first time I noticed, I thought I was imagining things. I woke up around midnight, groggy and confused, and his side of the bed was empty. At first, I told myself, maybe he'd gone to the bathroom, or maybe he'd been restless. But then I realized, he never comes back for hours. And I wait, and I wait. I searched the house that first night. Every room, every closet, even the yard outside. Nothing. No car in the driveway. No sign of him leaving. No explanation. When he returned in the morning, he acted completely normal, as if nothing had happened. He smiled, joked, made coffee, asked about my sleep, like I was the one losing my mind. It kept happening, every single night, exactly at midnight. And every morning, he's back, perfectly calm, perfectly normal. I tried asking him. I begged him. "Where do you go?" I whispered one night, my voice shaking. He just looked at me, calm, almost amused. "I was asleep," he said. "Go back to bed." But I knew he wasn't. I could feel it. My gut screamed it. I started keeping track. Every disappearance, every minute he was gone. I wrote it down. Patterns began to form. He vanishes at the exact same time every night. I tried following him once, but I was too scared, too slow. The shadows swallowed him before I could catch up. I started questioning everything. Our life, our marriage, myself. Was I imagining things? Was I being paranoid? But deep down, I knew I wasn't. Tonight, I made a decision. I'm not letting him disappear again. I'm going to find out where he goes. I don't care if it's dangerous. I don't care if it's something I'm not ready to see. I have to know. I need to know. Tonight, I finally followed him. Every nerve in my body was screaming at me to turn back, but I couldn't. I had waited too long. Every midnight for weeks, I watched him vanish like a ghost, and now I had to know where he went. I crept down the hall, flashlight trembling in my hand. The house was silent, eerily silent. The ticking of the clock felt deafening. And then I saw him, my husband, slipping out the front door, moving faster than I thought possible. He didn't look back, didn't hear me, and my heart pounded as I pushed myself to follow. The cool night air hit me as I stepped outside. The street was empty, shadows stretching across the cracked pavement. I kept my distance, but he moved with a purpose, almost like he was on autopilot. Every step he took, I felt a mix of fear and determination. He led me to the edge of the forest near our neighborhood. I froze for a moment, questioning my sanity.
What was he doing in the woods every night? I held my breath, watching as he disappeared into the trees. I considered running home, calling someone. But curiosity, fear, and a strange need to understand kept me moving forward. Deeper and deeper into the forest. The air grew colder, and the sounds of night creatures surrounded me. I thought about turning back. Every rational thought screamed that I should. But then I saw it. A faint glow, pulsing softly between the trees. And there he was, my husband, standing in a small clearing, staring at something impossibly bright. I couldn't make out what it was at first. It looked like light, but alive, like it was breathing, shifting. He reached out, almost reverently, and whispered words I couldn't understand. And then he turned. His eyes met mine. In that moment, everything changed. His calm, familiar face was gone. It wasn't my husband anymore. Or maybe it was, but something else had touched him. His expression was not human.
It was both terrified and alive, with something ancient, something dangerous. I wanted to scream, to run, but my feet were frozen. And then he vanished again, right in front of me. Gone, just like always, but this time, I saw where he went. He didn't just disappear. He passed through the light, into it, and the moment he entered, it swallowed him whole, leaving only the whisper of wind behind. I stumbled backward, heart racing, mind screaming. What had I just seen? And more importantly, could I survive finding out the truth? Tonight, I followed him, and I found out he isn't just disappearing. He's crossing into something else. Something I'm not ready to understand, but I can't stop now. I can't turn back.
Tomorrow I must follow him again.
I couldn't sleep last night. My mind kept replaying what I saw in the forest. The glow, the way he vanished into it, the strange look in his eyes. Every logical part of me screamed to stop, to leave it alone. But I can't. I have to know. So tonight, I prepared. I took my flashlight, my notebook, and something to defend myself, just in case. The clock ticked closer to midnight, and every second felt like an eternity. My hands shook, my heart raced, but I forced myself to stay calm. I wouldn't let fear control me this time. I followed him again, careful to stay hidden. He moved with the same purpose, the same quiet determination. The street, the forest, everything was exactly the same as last night. But this time I noticed something else. The shadows around him twisted strangely, like they were alive, bending toward the glow in the clearing. When we reached the clearing, the light pulsed stronger than before. I held my breath as he stepped toward it. And then, he paused. He turned his head slightly, and for a split second, I could swear he looked at me, as if he knew I was there. But he didn't stop. He stepped into the light, and everything changed. The air around me shimmered, and I felt a pull, like the world itself was breathing, alive and watching me. I should have run. I should have stayed hidden. But I couldn't. Something inside me demanded that I follow. I took a hesitant step into the clearing, and then I saw it. Not just the glow this time, but a doorway, a portal. It shimmered like liquid light, edges fading in and out. My husband walked through it easily, like it was normal. My heart pounded. What is this? Where does it lead? I stepped closer. My foot crossed the edge, and suddenly the forest disappeared. I was somewhere else entirely. The ground beneath me wasn't solid, but soft and glowing. The air hummed with a strange energy. Shapes moved in the distance, shadows, silhouettes, and lights dancing. But I couldn't make sense of them. And then I heard him, my husband's voice calling softly, almost urgently. You shouldn't be here. I ran toward him. His face was calm, but there was fear in his eyes. I had to know, I said. I can't keep wondering. I can't live like this. He shook his head. You don't understand. This place, it's not safe for you. It's not meant for humans. Then why go every night? Why hide it from me? I demanded. He looked away, silent for a long moment, then whispered, because if I told you, you'd never forgive me, and because it's the only way I can protect you. Before I could respond, the lights around us shifted. The portal's glow pulsed like a heartbeat, and the shadows in the distance started moving faster, closer. Something was coming, and in that moment, I realized I wasn't just following him anymore. I had crossed a line. There was no going back. And tomorrow, I'll find out what waits on the other side. I can't stop thinking about last night. The portal, the glow, the way he vanished so effortlessly. Every fiber of me wants to turn away, to pretend I never saw it, but I can't. I can't live in a world where my husband disappears every midnight and I have no idea why. Tonight, I made a choice. I'm going through the portal. I'm following him into whatever this is, no matter the cost. My heart is pounding, my hands trembling, but I push forward. I have to see this through. I step into the clearing, the light swirls around me, warm and cold at the same time. The forest disappears behind me, and I'm in that strange other place again. The ground glows faintly beneath me, soft and shifting, and the air hums with an energy I can feel in my bones. There he is, my husband, waiting. His face is calm, but there's tension in his shoulders. He steps forward, taking my hand. You shouldn't have followed me, he says quietly. It's dangerous. You can't stay here. Then tell me, I demand. Tell me what this is, why you go there every night. He hesitates, his eyes darkening. I can't, not yet. There are things here, forces you don't understand. I go to protect you, to protect us. But every time I leave, I risk losing myself. The ground shifts beneath us, and I stumble slightly. Shadows move at the edges of my vision, circling, watching. The air grows heavier, thick with something I can't name. Fear curls in my chest, but I push it down. I don't care, I say. I can't stay in the dark anymore. I need to know. I need to see. He looks at me for a long, silent moment. Then reluctantly, he nods. All right, but stay close. If you fall behind, you may never come back. We move deeper into the strange realm. Shapes shift around us, some dark, almost alive, moving with a will of their own. Lights pulse in the distance, beckoning, warning. The energy here feels like it's alive, breathing, watching. And I feel it, like it knows I don't belong. Why do you come here every night? I ask softly, my voice trembling. He doesn't answer at first. Then, finally, he whispers, because this place, it's collapsing. Something is coming, and if I don't go, it will reach us. It's why I vanish. I'm trying to keep it contained, to hold it at bay, until I figure out how to stop it completely. I swallow hard, fear and disbelief clawing at me. And me? What happens to me if I stay here? He grips my hand tighter. I don't know, but I can't let you face it alone. Not now, not ever. A low hum grows louder, the shadows moving faster, closer. The portal pulses behind us, a reminder that we could go back, but going back feels impossible now. The choice has been made, and I know, whatever is coming next, I can't turn back.